Hey everyone, this is Hannah with the Rocket Miner giving you today's COVID-19 update. Today in Wyoming we have 577 confirmed cases of the virus, 189 probable cases, and 504 recoveries. Unfortunately today we got the news that the death total for Wyoming has gone up by 3. It was at 7, now it's at 10. It was holding pretty steady at 7 for quite a while, but today these 3 deaths were added by the Wyoming Department of Health. One of these deaths occurred recently, and 2 of them occurred in March and April. The 8th coronavirus-related death that was added did occur within the past few days, and it involved an older hospitalized woman who was a Fremont County resident who had existing conditions that put her at high risk of serious illness related to the virus. Governor Mark Gordon said in his Facebook post today that she was a member of the Northern Arapaho tribe, so another Northern Arapaho tribe member who unfortunately died because of the virus. The 9th and 10th deaths that were added occurred in March and April, and both of them occurred in Colorado, and they were reported just recently to Wyoming's Vital Statistics Services Office, which is a part of the Wyoming Department of Health. Neither of these deaths had previously been included in Wyoming's case count since they hadn't been reported yet, so they've been added to that total now. These deaths, as I said, both occurred in Colorado, although they were Wyoming residents. One of them was an older woman from Carbon County who had existing health conditions that put her at higher risk of serious illness related to the virus, and she died in late April. The other one was an older man from Laramie County, and he died in late March, and it's unclear whether or not he had higher risk related conditions. The Deputy State Registrar with the Wyoming Department of Health explained, he said, when Wyoming residents pass away in another state from a disease such as COVID-19, it is widely accepted practice to track those deaths based on the location of the person's permanent residence. So even though these deaths occurred in Colorado, they were both counted in the Wyoming total because they were Wyoming residents. He also explained, in Wyoming we have instructed medical certifiers, such as attending physicians and coroners, that COVID-19 should only be reported on death certificates when the disease caused or contributed to a person's death. He said, so if someone who happens to be positive for COVID-19 died due to an automobile accident, their passing would not be counted as a coronavirus-related death. So just explaining again that process of why these are listed with the COVID-19 deaths, and that it's because they directly believe that the virus did cause or lead to or contribute to the reason that these people passed away. They said that deaths associated with COVID-19 are being counted in the same manner as influenza-related deaths have long been reported in Wyoming, with a focus on death certificate information. So again, they're just following the same procedures and recording and reporting policies that they always have. Governor Gordon shared a post today expressing his condolences for these deaths and these families, and he said that these deaths are sad reminders of the serious ongoing impact of COVID-19. At the Rocket Miner too, we'd like to just extend our condolences and love and sympathy to these families and the people who are grieving from these losses. The Wyoming Department of Health also reported that several cases of COVID-19 have recently been confirmed among residents and staff of a long-term care facility in Washakie County. This is at the Warland Healthcare and Rehabilitation Center. They've identified 5 cases among staff members and 4 among residents of the center. Lab testing at the state laboratory confirmed most of the known cases, and they have more results pending. Their concern involving the facility started after they were testing staff members who were ill and who were seeking medical care, and they're not sure at this time how the virus was introduced among the staff and residents, or how many of the newly confirmed cases are experiencing symptoms, or how widespread it is in the facility. So they're doing sample collections and testing, and they might have a visit to the facility from the Department of Health staff to review the situation and see what more testing, what more concerns they need to do. Obviously, in a place like a nursing home, it's a very serious concern for it to start spreading there, because in a more confined place like that, it can spread more easily. And obviously, people in a nursing home who are elderly or have other health conditions are ones who are more at risk from the virus. So they're concerned, and they're doing as much as they can with that situation to know how to go forward and to help people who are involved. Lastly, to end on a positive note, I just wanted to say a huge congratulations to the class of 2020 graduates. I know the Rock Springs and Green River High Schools are having their virtual graduation ceremonies tonight, so you can watch those online, and that'll be really exciting. And I know that other Sweetwater County schools and Wyoming schools are going to be doing their graduation soon. Lots of them are doing virtual ceremonies, some people are doing parades. Lots of the schools have come together just to find ways to show these graduates how much they care, and just to celebrate them. And just to the graduates in the class of 2020, I know you've all been through so much, and it's been such a hard and unusual senior year for you, and this is just really difficult to not have the graduation that you were expecting to be able to have, and to be able to celebrate with all your friends in the way that you thought you would. But I am just impressed by the graduates. I think that they've been through a lot, but it shows how resilient and courageous they are, and I think that these graduates are going to be able to do awesome things going forward. So congratulations to all of the class of 2020, and enjoy every moment of it, and as much as you can, and all of the different graduation ceremonies and celebrations that are being done. Just use as much of the time as you can to celebrate and find joy in the situation, and just go forward into the next steps of your life, just with the courage and the strength that you now know that you have, and just go do awesome things. So congratulations, graduates. Thank you everyone for listening, and keep checking in with Rocket Minor, and we'll give you more news and updates as we can. Have a good night.